Hola, mi gente, and welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, queries, statements, or otherwise, we have multiple ways to be reached. Twitter is, of course, the best way for those that need instant gratification, and the show's Twitter feed is @SkimPod. That is SKIMPOD. That's where I like to fight. For the more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. That's crunchy being spelled with a K. We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Spotify, and a partridge in a pear tree. And of course the website, stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show. And a band plays on here at Skim, and to that end we provide you a Podcast, a musical discussion podcast built on a hip-hop foundation, and you know what? It's dope. Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, your host, the Internet's Tayrell713, and me? Well, damn it, I'm the real ODP.
Oh, was it ready?
All good. 1, 2, 3. Okay. In reality, only I had to do it.
Just more fun.
All right. I used to front when I write songs. Talk about having ice on. And I could barely keep my lights on. And my beats were so sick, I should have got a medic, but my credit was so pathetic I couldn't afford a debit. When the dropout dropped, I had to cop me a money tree to front on anybody who ever tried to front on me. With so much personality, what do you want from me? I could be by myself and enjoy the company. My life, this year, my career is the Lord. Bad Chick, this award is for Melissa Ford 94. I can only afford this accord. From the Homer gang banging, and we all outdoors.
From the Homer gang banging, and we all outdoors.
South side, outside, west side, let's ride, east side, right B side, Lakeshore Drive, and I'm Chi-Town's finest. Where you at? The whole city behind.
Chi-Town's finest.
I sing that song about every single day. Because if I go hit a light switch, I used to front when I
and ain't nothing to but to do it.
Yeah, I love Ludacris's verse is insane. That's one of the ones where I maybe to go, oh, okay, Ludacris is way better than I ever gave him credit for. But that is
I stopped liking Ludacris a while ago, but that is a really good verse. I think that's the best commercial of all time besides the Fruity Pebble rap.
It's a Sprite one that I fuck with a lot too, from when Sprite had like the KRS one and the Common and everybody doing the Sprite ones back in the day. So I kind of gets down with that. But hey, hello and welcome to Stays Crunchy and Milk. It's episode 351 if you're keeping count. And technically, I guess I am the one who has to keep count. But I am joined by the man of 1,000 nicknames, the artist formerly known as Chesterfield Rockwoods, the 216's own Tatum.
I'm quitting at 357.
357 to get bow. Okay. We're also joined by the man. Oh, nope. I didn't give Box a pithy write-up this week. That's last week's write-up. So basically, we're joined by Lunchbox.
I don't know if I can stand that.
Can I make up one real quick?
Oh, please.
The man who went to Panera Bread before was cool.
I give it up for Lunchbox 2099.
Choo-choo, baby.
How about this one? Let me start over. The man who's been on the Smoke Gouda train. Oh, that was me too. Okay, here we go. Okay, hold on. I got. Let me try for a third time. The man who's currently working on his OnlyFans page.
Goddamn right. $4.99 a month.
That's the winner.
Yeah. He gonna get that $7.99 a month. Plus private.
I didn't get this jump rope for fitness.
We are also joined by the man of 1,000. Nope. We are also joined by the last of the Golden Country, the suburban Puerto Rican, the real ODP is my homie Gabe.
I got more than one, but less than 1,000. So somewhere in between there.
You got a few though.
I fit the description.
There you go. But wait, we had to do it to you again. Now, my old school black guy who's his fans will know her as the official cheese eater of that show. She's just a cool lady And my friend is Getoffmyplanet, aka Rachel. Please don't call her Rach, which I almost did earlier in this call.
Yeah, Rachel, not Rachel.
What's the good word, Rachel? How are you? How is life? What is going on in the middle of the country?
I'm good. I wish liquor stores weren't essential, but I've been working through this whole stupid thing, and I recently started wearing a mask because Missouri decided that they're tired of it and opened up like on the 5th. So I'm still alive. So that's
goodness
cool.
gracious. I got some. Rachel made some masks for my family, so I have some of her masks because amongst just her standard job, she also has a little side hustle that she crochets stuff. So if you want a dope little crocheted mask,
Naughty gal.
you probably want to hit up Naughty Gal because it's pretty cool. And
but it's only effective if you put a coffee filter in it.
Yeah, you got to put a filter in.
I don't want to be responsible for anybody's safety. Please put a coffee filter in there.
Had a good experience
masks,
with
basically.
liquor sales the other day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll get around to that as well. But that's the thing. What's also kind of dope is if we ever get that show going again, and we can get some interstate shit going, pop in.
Oh,
she might have some.
You guys should try Phantom Brewing Company. It's a local around here, and it's really good.
Yeah.
It's brandy, all sorts of flavors.
I've been trying my damnedest to find a bottle of Stag Junior, and it's been my white whale.
Not sound familiar, but I'll keep an eye open.
Ooh.
My manager likes to bring in all kind of random stuff.
Yeah, it's some Kentucky bourbon. Is that one straight or is that one a mixed one? Is that a blend?
That's a straight. It's from Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, very good.
Oh,
I know it's going to be. We're going to end up having to drive just down to Buffalo Trace when we are free to do as such. That's just what it's going to come down to.
Oh, we have Buffalo Trace. We have that.
Yeah, they're what is that? About 6 hours away? How long is that away?
Yeah, I don't know how far we are from the Buffalo Trace distillery itself, but we're about 6 hours from Louisville.
Well, it was like Buffalo Trace was, when I looked, it was like 45 minutes further down the road. So there you go. About 7 hours, I guess, if you want to do the math. So if it comes down to it, we'll just make a journey. We'll go get you some steak.
Right now, if the world holds up and they actually allow NFL fans to go to the games, I've got a trip in the works that I have 3 commits to already of people. We're going to go down to Kentucky the day before the Browns play the Bengals in Cincinnati. Going to distillerize it up, do some shopping, hang out, stay overnight, and then go to the game and then come home.
Don't be drunk like the guys we had to fuck with when we went on our distillery tour and just hanging out and somebody have to come and yell at your ass.
Stag Junior sounds delicious.
I can't promise you that. Dude, I had a taste of it a couple of weeks back when I went to that restaurant that we talked about on the show with the shitty corn tortilla tacos.
Yeah, your last outing before this shit all got locked down.
I had a taste of it there, and their new release is supposed to be dropping like right now because it's out like once or twice a year, and the new bottles are supposed to be hitting like any day now. So I've been watching the Ohio Liquor website to see if there's any around that show up.
Yeah.
All right.
But dude,
the fans.
It's like 130 proof, and it's fucking delicious.
Yeah, I'll read this description for the
what's it called again?
The audience. Rich sweet chocolate and brown sugar flavors mingle in perfect balance with the bold rye spiciness. The boundless finish lingers with hints of cherries, cloves, and smokiness.
Yeah, it was so good.
Well, this totally looks like something we'd carry.
Yeah.
If you can make that happen, I can make money happen.
Yeah, but what's the
this one right here was $149.99.
Retail on that is about 50 to 60. So if you're seeing that, that's secondary prices.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the nearest state that ships liquor? Like, is it Michigan or PA?
PA doesn't. Indiana doesn't.
That's the one shitty thing
Kentucky,
about Ohio is that we can't get liquor in the mail legally.
The one. Just the one.
One of.
There you go. Oh my gosh.
I'm focusing on the
you can't even do.
boo-boo, okay?
It's okay.
But I could have swore like they don't ship bottles of wine to our job before, like in wine baskets once.
Huh.
But
you're right. I have seen that. But who knows, bro? You know how the game is. They can be like, it's cheese in there. Don't say it's anything else. And of course, it just arrives, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a gift basket. So
yeah, they got their pockets greased a little bit. A little smoked Gouda goes a long way, Anthony. You know that.
That's true. Smoked Gouda is the god cheese.
Oh my goodness. So Rachel, you've been doing this essential employee life.
Yep.
Is it like madness, or is it just like everybody kind of has finally found like a middle ground? What is happening in the world of essentialness, I guess is how we're worded.
Well, I'm in Johnson County, Missouri, and we were only given a stay-at-home order for a month, for basically all of April and the first week of May.
Yeah.
And hardly anything changed, honestly. Hair salons, nail salons, tattoo shops, those kind of places got closed down. The 24-hour gas stations and stuff, they're no longer overnight. They're just day hours. Yeah. My liquor store opened an hour later and closed 2 hours earlier, and that was our only change. And it was freaking madness. Like, I usually do about 80 transactions in a night, and I was doing 120, and everybody was just, I mean, what else are you going to do when you're staying at home is you're going to get drunk. So they'd come in and they'd buy so much freaking beer and liquor and whatever, and they'd be back several times in a week. So
I said it feels like the family more tolerable.
And they all scoff at masks and
I'm sorry, what?
Makes the family more tolerable. And I'm right next to an Air Force base, which I don't know if you guys have heard, but most military installations have been hotspots, and they clammed up. Like, they were the first 2 weeks announcing each day new cases they found, but they stopped. And when I asked them directly on their Facebook page if they were, if they're not letting us know, the general public, and they said that it was a service level information only. So that actually kind of scared me, because airmen come in my store all the time.
Yeah.
So I'd rather know,
what kind
of
a
whole shitload of them. But
what kind of numbers has Missouri been seeing with these? Has it been like?
I've really only been paying attention to my county, and my county has seemingly been pretty low, but I also know that there's not a whole lot of testing going on. So low numbers with hardly any testing doesn't tell me shit. I don't know if you curse on here, but sorry. They don't. So I don't trust the low numbers at all.
Yeah.
But I do know one person who is an older gentleman who, they posted on Facebook today his leaving the hospital ceremony, because he had come down with COVID a few weeks back. Okay. So that was pretty cool. He's in his 80s.
And survived. That is actually, because it seems like a death sentence as well. Like on, everyone.
He had pretty serious health issues before all of this. And if he survived it, it gives me a bit of hope, but I am also a high risk person. So, because I've had walking pneumonia and I have the wrong type of blood and blah, blah, blah. So
wait, what's the wrong type?
And I'm not the healthiest.
What's the wrong?
It's A type. Apparently it affects people with A type bloods more strongly than like O or whatever.
Every time I hear someone,
yep, I'm an A positive.
Every time I hear someone talk about their blood type, I think, man, I should really learn mine.
I only know because I had a baby and they told me. I only know because I had a baby. If I hadn't had that baby, I still wouldn't know, because fuck drawing blood and all that stuff. No, don't look at these. They don't.
Be positive.
Don't mean I don't like
Of course, the good time, Charlie's to be positive.
That's what I am.
Yay! I'm A positive.
That's a good attitude to have.
We're positive people.
It's what I am. We'll never be able to exchange blood. I'm sorry.
At the same time.
You'll never be able to borrow a kidney off me. It's just what it is. Sorry.
And you won't be able to take my donor organs.
They're kind of far away, and who knows? Maybe somebody in my family. I mean, I got some people up your way. Who knows? I'm saying maybe that not happen. What are we doing? No, none of that. So, like, for the listening audience and my friends here who probably don't know no better, me and Rachel got super tight because we both got divorced at around the exact same time, and it was very shitty time for us. And we kind of just held each other down until we got through it. And that's what it is. She has since remarried, and I talk with her husband at least once a week. And so that's it's interesting because I'm saying she found a new boo, and he became my friend too, and that's kind of dope. So her husband Matt is a real good dude, and he and I, like I said, at least once a week we get something going up on Twitter or in the like. So that's how good. That's my homie. Oh yeah, you know I got to check in on him. that's as much.
I don't know. You probably talk to him more than me.
Stop it.
Just kidding, Vic.
But
I've known Terrence forever. How long have we been friends?
Again, like I said, I got divorced. Like, when did we got 2012, 2013? When did we get divorced?
Yeah, around there.
2012.
So. See, I was married in 10, and then divorced probably towards the end of splitting up at the end of 11.
Yeah.
But it'd be 2012.
A couple years from that.
Because I've been at work 8 years now.
Yeah, because that's when Daniel came through, and so he was there to see the collapse. So
yeah, but a couple years from that, I was familiar with her voice from her from the feedback shows.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Black Guy Who Tips.
And that's
yes, I love them. I used to. Oh man, I loved being on that show and writing in all the time. I had an email in like every other day.
Yeah. And that was 2010.
Yeah, definitely. I was still with my ex-husband when I started listening to them.
Yeah. So that's exciting. So I've known her for forever, but like I said, we got tight. Like I said, because we were both just going through the bad times together, and so it's helpful to have a buddy. Sometimes people tell you that. So that is that is okay. But I don't know. We're podcasting today, and I was like, let me prepare a little bit. So what did I prepare? Here's this thing. Every now and again, this pops up on Twitter, but also my partner Vanessa. Every now and again, we'll find one of these because she's deep in these Reddit streets, unlike me. And that is, am I the asshole? And it's like one of my most favorite things because I feel like nearly every time. Sometimes people are the asshole, but every now and again it's like, no, you're fine. You're just ducky. So I asked Vanessa tonight to send me a bunch of am I the assholes from Reddit that I have not looked at. Therefore, we're all going to be surprised together, and we're going to take this journey for a hot second. So that's how I want to pop the show off to start with this go round. I want to read a few am I the assholes, and we'll decide if they're the asshole as a group here, and then we'll see what we'll see what some of the responses are and see. If we match up, I guess.
Now, let me understand this. The asshole, not an asshole?
The asshole in this particular
I consider myself an asshole, but I don't know if I'm the asshole.
You're nobody's asshole.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's a question of if they're the asshole in the situation.
Exactly. So, this starts. Of course, am I the asshole?
Oh, that's true.
AITAH. Okay. So
situational asshole.
Situational asshole will be a great title. I'm going to type it right now. Situational asshole. Okay. So let me start you with this one. Already, I was like, wowzers. Am I the asshole for not giving my husband's mistress some of my dead husband's last paycheck?
No.
This begins.
Do I have to wait for the story?
Buckle up, guys. This is going to be a bumpy ride straight out of a soap opera. My husband worked in the oil industry, and it took him overseas, often to a foreign country that allows men to marry multiple women. in the prevalent religion of that country. And apparently that's what he decided to do, but of course he neglected to tell me. So when someone anonymously sent me an email telling me to look at a Facebook profile, what do I see? My husband with another woman. Of course he denied it, but come on, there were freaking pictures. Told him I wanted a divorce while was still over. Okay, I have to read it as they wrote it. So while was still overseas, so I packed up our rental house, threw his shit away, and moved, leaving no forwarding address. Then the bastard up and died on me before our divorce was final. And he hadn't collected the last of his paycheck from the company he was working for. So I emailed them, and that's when they told me the money would be split between me and the mistress. I, of course, said no, that every penny was mine as his legal widow, and I expected them to give me every penny owed to my husband. Then they told me they had already given the mistress some of the money, and I told them they were shit out of luck. Yes, I was a bit more diplomatic in that, and I expected every penny to be sent to my address. In the meantime, before they had done anything, the mistress contacted me via Facebook to harass me. She asked me for money. She told me my husband didn't love me, just a barrage of insults, and I blocked her. Finally, the company got back to me and sent me all the money, even the money they had given the mistress. Apparently, they made her give the money back because I started receiving messages from the mistress's teenage daughter that they needed the money and that I took that from them. She told me they were going to be homeless. I didn't budge. I didn't give them any money. This is a country that rent averages about $200 a month, so taking back several grand is a huge deal to them. But I have no obligation to that woman or her children. So, Reddit community, am I an asshole?
Yes.
To this day, I'm not sure who sent me that email. My husband said it was another woman with whom he was having an affair. Goddamn, because she was mad he dumped her for the mistress. Jeez Louise. Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna say yes because they keep on saying mistress. He was in another country where it was legal to get married to her.
Yeah, he was married. That's a whole ass wife.
And on top of that, like, why are you mad at her? You only mad at her because your husband is dead. Like, other than that, like, none of that is her fault. Your dog ass husband married somebody else.
Yeah, so like,
and he has a legal obligation to that woman now. Like, he did marry her.
Is it legal though? Well, I don't know where the country of origin is, because in America it's not legal to marry more than one person. And if he went to go marry his second wife in another country where it was legal, it's still not though.
I feel like it's dual citizenship. Like, he married her in a country where it was legal at. Like, she doesn't live there. Like, there he has another wife. He doesn't have another wife in America. He has another wife in Pakistan or wherever it was.
I'm just wondering if it's like a mortgage where you've got liens. Like, you got a first lien position, a second lien position. So it's like if the first wife, the quote unquote suspected asshole, is first lien, then she has the right to collect first. So if she chooses to collect all the dividends, she had first lien position. You know, it's like being on the pole at the NASCAR race.
There you go. I go with that one. Yeah.
But at the same time, if he worked for that country that he was at, that's why that other wife got paid first, because his wife was in that country that he when she was getting paid.
The mistress wife or the wife?
The mistress wife.
Second lien.
Second lien.
But in the other country, she's the first lien, right?
Oh, I don't know though. I don't know how that works. I don't know how multiple marriages work.
That's what I was trying to say.
It would have to be that way, because why would she get money initially from the company anyways? If the company was in America.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, if I was listening correctly, like he worked in the other country.
I guess
most likely it was stationed.
My question though is, are marriage licenses global? So if you get married in America, does that mean you're also married in the Ukraine? Or like, if you move to the Ukraine, do you have to get remarried then?
No, I'm almost
I don't
positive.
think you got to get remarried.
No.
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
But it's like a driver's license. Like you. Isn't it like a driver's license? If you got to get another driver's license when you move to another, huh?
More options?
No, yeah, I got it. It's good. It's going. So for this last one, it's dealer's choice. I'm gonna read you guys a couple of titles. Y'all tell me which one you think you want to hear. Am I the asshole for being mad that my boyfriend dedicated his book to O.J. Simpson instead of me? Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that I live with my ex?
Oh.
Am I the asshole? My parents have been having sex a lot lately at like 11 or 12 a.m. I text my mom about it, and she's mad.
I love the OJ one.
Yeah, the OJ one interests me.
But I got to hear that last one about the texting your mama. You could just keep your mouth shut.
Dan, you lean any way here?
I was leaning OJ, but I won't disrupt the crowd if that's what they want.
You sure we don't have time for both?
I mean, sure. We can. Let's run through this. Here, we'll do OJ first. That seems weird. All right.
Pink Rose, think OJ.
My boyfriend of 5 years has many great traits, but the one very weird quirk is that he's convinced OJ didn't do it. He's seen every documentary and miniseries and still thinks OJ is innocent. His explanation of who he thinks did it is probably even crazier than other OJ truthers. But he's not a conspiracy theorist other than this, so I mostly let it go. He's not a conspiracy theorist other than this, so I mostly let it go. There we go. He spends a lot of time reading about and watching OJ related content, and it's just become a hobby that I ignored. He recently self-published a book unrelated to OJ. It's just science fiction. I read all the drafts. I read all the drafts and helped him edit. Perhaps narcissistically, I thought I would be the person to whom he dedicated the book. It wasn't until I ordered it that I opened and saw it was dedicated to fucking OJ. Now, I know it's his right to do whatever he wants, but I wouldn't have been upset if he dedicated it to his mom or something. But he's never met OJ. He said he hoped the book would go big, people would buy it and be thrown off by the dedication, which talks about OJ being innocent. And this would open the Pandora's box to the world. I asked him why not just write a book about OJ then, and he said because it would be harder to market given that he wasn't involved in the case and isn't in law. So his hope was to write a science fiction book. Seemed odd to me that he's not usually a writer. That would be the next viral novel with the secret agenda of highlighting OJ. He also was hoping OJ himself would see it. I'm aware OJ isn't even in jail. My boyfriend acts like he is. He even says that he says even if OJ is free, in quotes, he's not truly free because people don't know him as the man. People only know him as the man who killed his wife and not as a great athlete. He's telling me none of this affects me, so I'm in the wrong to be so offended. But come on, this just feels like a delusion. And it makes me angry that I helped him edit a book that turned out to be some OJ-related secret plot. So she asked if she's the asshole in it. Oh, I don't want to assume that's a she. You know what? This person just is like, yo, am I the asshole here?
A little bit.
Yeah. Oddly enough, yes.
Because I would be worried about his obsession with the man who got away with killing his wife.
I mean,
Well,
obviously, that's neither here nor there. But at the same time, he said from the beginning it was to boost sales for the book. He told her exactly why he did it, and she's still on some bullshit like me. Now, they should break up.
Yes.
I don't know about that.
He's gonna kill her.
I mean, I don't know. You know, like, what was their relationship like before this? Maybe they just need some time apart.
They might.
I mean, she said
she on some me shit when he tried to get paid.
Well, Well, they said that they've been together for 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Not too much.
And that.
So he's wasted twice as much time as what you're saying.
And that in this instance that this is the only like weird conspiracy theory that this person fucks with. So it's not like our one friend who is always down a conspiracy well. So
how could you hold it against him that he has an obsession with the OJ story when there's people that just watch nothing but like unsolved mysteries and true crime stories and all kinds of shit all the time?
Like me.
Hey, I love unsolved mysteries.
No, unsolved mysteries is too creepy for me. That music fuck with me in my sleep. But
Vanessa been watching that.
It's oddly comforting to me now because these mysteries are like not really mysteries. Like this woman up and left her family. And I'm like, well, good for her. And stop trying to track her down. Leave her alone. And, like somebody murdered somebody. And I'm like, no, well, yeah, they probably deserve it.
Damn.
But when I was a kid, it was freaking scary. Now,
Yeah, I haven't watched that movie. That show in years. But when I feel like I need to, I know all about it. Yes, Roku is if in these days and times, cutting the cord. If you don't got a Roku, you ain't doing it right. Roku got so much free shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love like the ID channel and like all these like new stuff that's coming on like Netflix. I know all these stories already. I'm like, oh yeah, I already know about Michelle McNamara. I already know about what's the other show I watch all the time, T? Forensic Files.
Yeah.
I've seen like every episode of Forensic Files and it's like 600 of them. Like nothing makes me concentrate better than throwing some Forensic Files on. That dude's voice is like velvet, and that dude is like 98 years old, and he is not dead, I don't think. So, and like me and T was just like breaking it down one day. It was like, it's like a podcast to you, like because he talks the whole time, like he talks you through it. Like then he came in with a knife. And then I'm coming in with a knife, and then like it's so good. Like Forensic Files is, and the best part about it is that first 10 minutes when they talk shit about the husband that ain't had nothing to do with it. Like he cheated on her constantly. He was a drunk. He slept with her mama.
He had a wife in another country.
Yeah, he had a wife in another country. But he was on a work trip in Arizona. I'm like, why you tell me all that shit about him then? It was in Arizona.
I had to throw some shade at him first.
They do that every episode too. It was this one episode where I just got pissed off about it. It was like totally unnecessary. So this lady got killed, and like she was with a strange husband who did beat her, and they talked about this shit for at least 7 minutes. Like he beat her, they showed the pictures. But you know what? Her neighbor killed her next door. I'm like, what? Come on, man.
Well,
and they only call him. And I've been thinking about this, especially in these if I need to start a new career, they call him because of his shoes, like the blood print of his shoes. Like he had on Air Force Ones and they had this much tread missing. I'm like, I could do that. I could look at any bottom of any shoe and know what shoe it is. And
that would be a great CBS show.
A new you said a UPN show. Why you being racist, Gabe?
No,
What is it gonna be? Brothers out of space, knowing shoes? No, I'm just kidding, man.
Oh my god! All right, so I think we all came to terms, right? This person is the asshole for having this expectation that.
Oh wait! I didn't get to chime in.
I didn't.
I mean, you sound.
I don't think she's an asshole for thinking that he should have dedicated the book that had nothing to do with OJ, to the person who helped him put it together. I don't think it's an asshole thought to think that you should be the one that was mentioned.
I mean, just what's that dude? The carp dude, Jepson Carp.
Oh, Jensen. Yeah, Hot Carl. Yeah.
Yeah, the name of his book is Why Kanye West Owes Me blank amount of money.
Yeah, Kanye West owes me $800.
Yeah, so that's the name of the book, and maybe a couple pages is about Kanye West on them $800. He dedicated the book to OJ, so he can get $800.
Gabriel, I'm sorry, you were breaking up for one, but also we kind of stepped over you. Why is this person not or is an asshole? Forgive me.
I don't think this person is an asshole either. I mean, when someone helps you out with a book, you there's a certain expectation that they get a mention, or like a thank you for putting up with me during the time I was writing this book.
Yeah, and you can mention more than one person.
True. That is it. It could have been like, hey, thank you, whoever this person is, for all the time you helped me edit it, and also a special shout out to the homie OJ Simpson. Stay up. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. I will allow that this person.
He was waiting for the paperback to come out, and then he was going
the re-up, the new.
Yeah, then he was going to thank her.
If the book was about OJ, I agree. If the book was about OJ, then it should have been. That's when you dedicated to OJ.
Yeah, but it's more strange and more like, it's more panache to it because the book is a science fiction book, has nothing to do with OJ. I think that's the greatness about it.
That and book dedications don't have to be about the book itself. It's about who inspired you or helped you to create the book. But the book's not about his girlfriend, so why would that logic doesn't apply?
Yeah.
We are making wild assumptions about this person's relationship. There's nothing in here says it's a she.
Okay, we might be a little bit sexist here saying that she's a petty woman. That's not what we're trying to do.
I don't think she's petty.
Like I said, I don't know if she is a she at all. There's nothing in here.
Just we're all born with nipples. We're all she. Let's just start there. We all have nipples for no reason.
I have that book upstairs.
So with that being said,
it might be on the shelf over there.
We're not trying to be sexist. All I'm saying is that our show is called Stage Crunchy and Milk. We never talk about milk
or cereal.
Well, we try.
Talk about cereal a lot more than you think we do.
we dip our Oreos in milk.
It's your images.
We have talked about milk. We have talked about oat milk and the various nut milks and pea milk and all that.
Pea milk.
You say pea milk?
Yes, it's called Ripple. They sell it at Target.
Wait, what? Like
not urine, like the vegetable.
Oh.
No, like
Gross.
English peas.
Oh. Okay. All right.
They gotta find a better way to market that.
I wouldn't want that. I don't want pea milk.
Actually, it tastes too much of peas, so I don't enjoy it.
They should call. All right. Well, see, they call it milk of peas because if you get a plural peas, they're not talking about piss.
Right. Okay. This is at Target?
Yes, I'm actually going to shoot you a link here in the chat so y'all can see. Y'all can see. I bet you, I wouldn't doubt if you've seen it on the shelf and didn't think twice of it.
Is it shelf stable?
No. Well, I don't know.
I know.
I could have swore I bought Ripple through the Your House Once box for one of our when Gabe was on a vegetarian tip.
I tried it. Yeah, I tried it. It was not bad.
Yeah. You brought it. I think we dunked Oreos in it.
All right, word up. I
must have been missing because I ain't drink this shit.
Get that Ripple popping.
The flavor definitely came through.
So they just use a different kind of pea because these is yellow peas.
The irony.
I didn't even pick up on that.
Yep, that's yellow pea. Yellow peas.
Oh my god.
Peas.
They got chocolate ripple.
Oh.
Sham purple.
All right, last one, and then we'll move on from this realm. Am I the asshole? My parents have been having sex a lot lately at like 11 or 12 a.m. I am 15, and usually I stay up till around 11. Last night, my parents let me stay up till 12. Yes, they still regulate my bedtime. And usually they take my phone too at nights. This time, I had my phone. At exactly 12:04, they started having sex again. And I can hear it very clearly. This has happened multiple times and have nothing to drown it out with. So usually, I just have to sit and listen. It's fucking awful. So this time, I was sick of it. So I texted my mom. Glad I brought headphones. At the moment, I was hella pissed and feeling so fucking disgusted. I know that it's natural, but I absolutely hate having to hear it. The next morning, my mom didn't really know what it was about, and it was just mad at me for staying up, even though I asked her and my dad first. I don't think she was understanding what I was saying, so I just said that I don't think you understand why I sent that message, and she asked me why. I told her it's obvious, and there's no way she didn't know. She just wasn't admitting it. She told me that I was extremely disrespectful for even saying anything like that to my parents, and that I'm too liberal, and that I make her question herself as a mother. I am literally an A+ student in all honors classes with a 4.3 GPA and extracurriculars. It's the only time I said anything because I cannot stand hearing my mother moaning. Am I the asshole for mentioning it?
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, if she's 15, her mother's like 33 or something like that. I don't know.
I've heard my parents having sex before, and I did not mention it. No way.
I have heard it and seen it.
Oh.
Ew.
Whoa.
Wasn't intentional, and it was for like a second.
My BFF was spending the night, and we both heard them.
I'm pretty sure I heard my little brother being made. Because my parents used to stay in the bedroom, like my mom and my stepdad were in the room that was next to mine, and I could hear everything through the wall. And one morning I woke up and I heard what I'm pretty positive is consummating of a marriage. And 9 months later, I had a new brother.
That's terrible.
It's beautiful.
The seeing it was a lot more shocking.
Yeah.
And there's a simple story behind that. So
go on.
One of my brothers was having a birthday party, and we were not going to cut the cake until pictures were taken. So I went to the bathroom for a minute, and I came back, and no one was around. So I picked up the digital camera to see if they took pictures of the cake while I was gone, because I was going to snag a piece.
Oh.
When I turned the camera on, a video started playing that was a home video, and when I realized what was going on, I immediately turned it off.
Oh, so they were making a tape?
Oh my goodness.
Sweet baby Jesus, you poor soul.
Yeah.
You saying some shit.
Damn, homie, you have seen some shit.
Oh my god.
Why do you think I'm so fucked up?
I don't think,
you know what? I had never thought that was the part of this.
I never thought that. I think you're pretty normal, but now I don't know.
I'm holding my life together with duct tape and spit.
And a prayer.
Which, coincidentally enough, might have been used
in that video.
Y'all made that joke at the same time. That shit was too easy, man. Y'all wrote that shit.
Yeah, all I'm saying is I've seen some shit in my life that most people should not see.
I wish we could play James Taylor under this. I seen sunshine and I seen rain.
I'm going to end that segment right there. And
well, Rachel didn't get to tell her story.
What? No, it's fine. I don't want to relive it. It's okay.
Did you turn on a camera too?
No, I did not.
I think you broke the internet with yours, Lance.
Yeah.
Oh,
like I feel bad, brother.
I'm going to have. I had several responses to today's show. It's going to be some folk hitting me up about this one. Cheese and rice. Anthony, please do something.
Okay, so
Jesus Christ.
I think
before we continue, are we going to hear what you were just alluding to at some point? Responses to today's show?
Oh, I mean, I guess if you are so inclined.
I'm curious. I mean, when we don't get feedback, all that often, like it's nice to hear it.
Very good.
Okay.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
As
I
mentioned,
it's nice to know.
Yeah, it is. I mentioned earlier in the episode that I picked up dinner tonight. It's not something we do a whole lot, but we do it. And today was Chipotle, and I don't think I've been to Chipotle since. I don't know. I know probably last time I went was probably with Dan. But
probably we went last time I went too.
Yeah, we ordered online to just go in there and pick it up. But one of the things, I guess this really don't got shit to do with anything, but we always go get a free bowl of rice. We'll go on the line and because the boys just like the rice. But what I realized today, so I ordered my Chipotle. I go in, my stuff is on the shelf, I'm just ready to go. And I was just thinking, like, man, if I was on some desperate shit, I could just like take a couple more of those bags and like have some food for a couple more days. And nobody would be wise to it.
Yeah, like they have cameras in the place, but are they really going to track you down?
What about the people who ordered that food?
Fuck them.
It's a pandemic.
That's the point of this whole story. Like, I thought about that before, like when we used to go in there. Like, I'm sure, a halfway unsmelly homeless man could go in there and grab something. You just go in there, fix your tie.
This is making me think of something I've always wondered, though.
Okay.
People who are illiterate, can they read their own name?
Yeah, pretty. See, that's the thing, though. I know people who can't read, and you do have to identify certain things and know certain things.
Yeah, because like, say Floyd Mayweather goes into Chipotle to pick up his order on the shelf. Mm-hmm. Can he figure out which bag is his?
First of all, as a person, I like I said, you as a person who wouldn't be able to read, he would never go in there himself. And like he would, like I know somebody who's very close to me who can't read, and you do it for me, baby. Or it's always like that. And then like when I got older, it's like, oh, this motherfucker can't read. Like always carry like bills in their pocket and all like I didn't remember my address. That's why I'm pulling it out of my pulling my ID out right now. So they get around it. They're very savvy, and like have a driver's license and everything else.
Isn't there like when it comes to that though, like with money, you don't need to necessarily be able to read money though. Like just being able to see it, like you can tell the pictures are different, right? Or is that all wrapped up into that thing?
I mean, most people can count to 10. Like. Just because you don't know how to read, it's pretty simple to get by through life. Like you might not be able to do like complicated shit, but it's like that's why you have kids and like, hey, I need you to do this now. Or you marry. I mean, everybody in a relationship should relationship up. Have somebody better than you in a relationship.
That only works half the time because someone's got to be better, right? You can't both be. Like,
I can't both be better.
You mean you both can't be dumb?
Only one of you can be dumb.
Oh, yeah, only one can be dumb. I'm the dumb one. I'm going to admit it. I'm the dumb one.
There's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they can be better one way, maybe you can get a little better this way, but together y'all betters come together.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's why they say you have a better half. Somebody got to be better at something else. Like You just can't be both good at
that term better half though is self-degrading. You just I feel like we got to change that to my other half.
No,
some people your other half is saying that you're not whole by yourself.
That's true.
You are a whole person.
I mean, that feels like a affirmation poster.
Well,
I can see that phrase over a sunset.
I kind of feel like part of being in a healthy relationship is being able to be humble about stuff, or being able to be like, well, yeah, you're better at this, or that's just part of it. And I don't think, like, if you're not ready to say that about the person you're with or about yourself, then you're not ready to be in a relationship. So back to this stealing and being a bad person. So, like, I remember, before, the world went to shit, we went to Panera Bread. And they had, before, we used to get lemonade, it used to be behind the counter, and only the people who worked there used to get you the lemonade. And I remember I placed the order, went to the pickup, and they just gave me a cup. I'm like, what's this? They're like, oh, yeah, it's over there. Go help yourself. I'm like, man, the game don't change. I'm like, I'm going to get all the green tea I can drink. Man, I think I drank 2 cups while I was waiting on my food.
Hit that 40 hard.
Yeah, like, I feel like
they overcharge so much for drinks that, like, honestly, you were just getting your money's worth.
Yeah, but it's like, it's a bunch of different little situations. Like, for example, like, I seen that they were just putting like food in front of people's doors at different restaurants. So if you open up your door, like, you'll knock over your drink and your food. Like, they just be doing that. It's a lot of like little stuff that's going on. Have you guys noticed any bits of strangeness that that you're not appreciating in this zombie world that we're in?
No.
So I had my first grocery store experience since they went to, like, mask and one-way lanes and stuff. I hadn't been in a grocery store since that has occurred. So actually I had to go I was in Chinese the other morning, and a relatively decent experience, pretty light on traffic in there. About 80% of people were wearing masks. All of the staff was wearing masks. So, you feel better about that. But, and of course, everybody who didn't have masks on, I immediately assumed was a racist. So it just made me feel better about the situation.
That's my hometown. That's my hometown.
But they have one-way traffic in the aisles now. So that's just how you work. You travel down. You know what I'm saying? The red aisle goes this way, and it's the way it goes now. And I found that to be very reassuring. And also, once again, I was like, why have we not been doing this whole goddamn time? This can lead to such a better experience for everybody involved. You know what I'm saying? If we just move, if we get like, oh, cool. That way I'm not sitting there waiting on somebody coming this way, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying, doing this shit.
I feel like it's been more like that now, though.
Well, except because the one-way traffic down the aisle in this experience, I can't speak to any other experience but my own. They
didn't have it at the Giant Eagle I went to. Only like when you're coming in with the cart.
Oh, well, this is the one in down on Bunts. So not the one on the 117th, but the other one. The
one I went to is the one by the Krispy Kreme you go to.
Really? You go all the way? I mean, I guess that's not all the way. That's just up the road from you.
Well, yeah, I go to that one because the one that's on Snow, that's like a little bit closer, doesn't have a liquor store.
Okay. I would think you go to the one on Bidoff. They have a nice liquor store. That's why. So, and it's anyway. So, because like I said, because we were all like, all our carts are basically doing the same, direction. We just all flow together. You know what I'm saying? And usually, if somebody coming down the pike, people get out. People are like, well, you know what? I missed my opportunity. I got to come back around and come back down the bread aisle because this dude is tracking toward me, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of his way. So. That's why I pretty much enjoyed that experience. Like I said, anybody who did that mask, I was real. I'm not the type of person who's gonna be like shaming anybody for not rocking a mask or any such thing. I just was like, all right, and I would give them a wide berth because it's just like, look, I'm trying to be respectful of you by rocking a mask in case I'm asymptomatic or anything, but you don't care to return the favor. And so I just was like, let me just give you a wide berth, and there you go, champ, you got it.
I just don't get the anger with it all.
In what sense? What do you mean? People mad about masks?
People being mad about because, like, in our state, it's not required as a customer.
Yeah.
Like a couple of stores are requiring it, but like it's only like 3.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't understand why people are getting so mad about the thought of wearing masks. Like I said, it's not mandatory. Like if you're a customer, and 2, it's not that big of a fucking deal. Like it's not hindering you in any way. The only bad thing I had when I was wearing it the other day is I had like a painter's mask on when I went out, which was the first time in 4 weeks I went anywhere. Like it was just making it so my mouth was getting a little sweaty from the hot air. But like I could fucking deal with that, you know?
Yeah.
I think people are mad. This is where I'm at is middle of Missouri, full of racists and idiots. And a bunch of people who probably can't read. And I think
they think it will.
I think that they're mad. A local libertarian business owner was telling me that when the county was opening back up, at first they worded it as all employees of businesses are required to wear masks. Now, he did not have a problem with them actually wearing masks, but it was the word required. Don't you dare tell him what he has to do in his own business. And the rest of these stupid-ass selfish people are like, don't you dare tell me what to do. You know, now it's my body, my choice.
This sounds like the same people that say if you don't like it, go back to Africa.
That is exactly the same people. That is a full circle Venn diagram. Yes.
Well,
and yeah, I hate them.
It's like,
as you should.
As an essential worker who wears a freaking mask for their health and safety, it fucking pisses me off.
Yeah.
But anyways.
So that well, like I said, that experience was eye-opening in one sense, and like I'm like, okay, we most of us are out here with masks on, and we can do it. And maybe you know what? Who am I? Maybe some of those people who weren't wearing masks are unable to wear masks. I have found this mask experience has been kind of suck ass. You know what I'm saying? Wearing various masks. It has been like, let me get my ass to this car and snatch this mask off my fucking face as quick as I can.
Yeah, I flip it down when there's nobody in the shop.
Oh, well, I mean, there you go. If it's an empty shop, that makes perfect sense. And so I hate walking the dog with it on because one, I'm saying I'm already a big man, so I'm saying I'm gonna be out there breathing heavy. But like you are then cutting my intake off by a percentage. It's like you're killing me, Smalls. But I know I got to do it, and so
you just got to pretend like you're in Denver.
Oh yeah, I'm at the Mile High, so I can hardly breathe.
Yeah, they sell those training masks that like mimic the air there.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a mask experience that I had. So I was working one night and I was wearing my mask, and this black gentleman walked in and he was talking about, you know, he actually had a mask, but he didn't want to wear it into the liquor store because of how it would look.
Well,
I can understand that.
So that's the thing. Like, you know, if we go toward Halloween, it's always signs up at every store like, "Don't wear your mask in the store."
Right.
And now we are like literally we're going against years of what we've been taught and trained in. Like, yeah, don't you now you need to come in here with a mask on, and it's like that's wild to me.
It made me sad that like he was worried about how he would be perceived by protecting his health.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, dude, totally wear that mask in here. I appreciate your wearing it, honestly. So
For sure. Like, if you're gonna rob me, it ain't my money. Here, baby, take it.
Yes, I also said that too. I'm not to fight for Omar's money. Sorry, Omar.
I'm sorry.
What about Avon Barksdale?
Yeah, I was just about to say Omar's Money has to be the title of the show.
Omar is the name of the owner of my liquor store.
Oh my God.
So if someone's trying to take his money, I mean, if we don't ever clear out that drawer, there's like $1,000 at the end of the night in cash.
Hey.
What about the layout of the place? Where
It's very tiny and a straight shot to the door.
Oh man.
Not that I'm saying please rob me. I'm just saying.
A man has to have a code.
I'm just saying I'm not putting up a fight.
Oh my goodness! All right, now I need to go look at my.
You've been watching too many episodes of Good Girls.
I need to go.
Oh my God, I love that show. I fucking love that show.
Are you
so
still?
I guess. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, are you still hate watching Good Girls?
I still hate watch every episode of that show.
You don't like it?
Okay. It's not that I don't like it. It's because obviously I watch it every week, but some of the situations they put themselves in, I'm just like, why?
Yeah. I'm. Let me see. I don't want to say where I'm at, but I haven't finished it.
What is it on hiatus or?
I'm watching it on Netflix.
Oh yeah, I watch it week to week. So yeah, I hate watch it every week. I don't miss an episode.
How many seasons is it right now?
It's on the 3rd season.
Okay, yeah, I think they're all 3 on Netflix right now.
So I had an experience at the liquor store the other day. I explained it to you guys a little bit in the group text, but I guess this is a good time to bring up, am I an asshole?
Let's find out.
All right.
So I left the house for the first time in 4 weeks to go into another building. Went to Sam's Club, did some grocery shopping, and I needed to get dry cat food, a specific brand that Sam's Club doesn't sell. So I had to go to the Giant Eagle. So I figure I'll knock out all that while I'm out, get all that done, and I can just hole back up in my house for the foreseeable future. So I went over to the Giant Eagle, and I specifically went to that one because they also have a liquor store. And I was thinking about what you said, T, and I feel like that one's closer and less traffic lights. Okay. So I go to the Giant Eagle, and I decided to go into the liquor store portion because I haven't been in there in a while. And I'm like, I wonder if they got anything different or something cool or whatever, because I like buying some. It's like going to the store and buying like a treat or a toy for your kid or something, except I get to drink it, you know? So I go into the liquor store, and I grab a bottle of High West whiskey off of the shelf, and I'm like, I've been hearing good things about that brand. I'm like, it's only $40. I'll try this. But while I was in there, I also went to get a bottle of rum that I'd heard about that wasn't Captain Morgan or Kraken that people said was pretty good, and it was also $40. So I take the 2 bottles, and I go to the checkout, because in our area, you have to check out with the liquor in the liquor department before you can go back into the store and finish your shopping. So I go up to the register after the person who was in front of me leaves, because there was one lady ahead of me. I put the stuff down on the counter. I said hello through the mask because I'm wearing the painter's mask while this is going on. And the guy, like, I watch him. I thought he rang up both bottles, but he puts like both bottles in the bag and starts like stapling it up and everything. And he goes, "Oh, you can put your card in." I look at the credit card machine, and it just says like $43 and some change. And I'm looking at it. It has like one item on the thing, but he already bagged up both bottles and stapled it. And I'm like, all right. In my mind, I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna do what the man says. And I just put the credit card in and paid. He stapled the receipt to the bag. He goes, "Here you go." And I went, okay. And I just left the liquor department and went, got my cat food, paid, left.
You had 2 items.
I had 2 items, one on the receipt, paid half the price.
I feel like that dude knew what he was doing. He put you on.
Yeah.
I think
You're not an asshole there.
No, not at all.
He probably appreciates you having them on a mat. It could have been anything.
Yep.
He could have been like, this dude. I tell this story all the time about me putting 6 slices of bacon on a junior bacon when I was younger when working at Wendy's. Sometimes you just feel like being cool.
Yep.
Because ain't no way you know the weight of 2 bottles of liquor. Just the way and he handed it to you and everything.
Yeah, and it's not like we were in a rush or anything. Like there was a line and he was trying to get through it. I was literally the only person in the department because I went in the afternoon. Like I took last Monday off from work because I needed a fucking break. Like I've been working. I hadn't left the house in so long. Been working every day. I've been doing people's work for them. I needed to get the fuck out of the house. I figured going in the afternoon when like there wouldn't be as many people out. At least I thought. Would be a good idea. So like there was no one else in that department at that time. Once the lady in front of me left, it was me and him. So he had ample amount of time to look at the register and realize he did not hit that other bottle. Yeah. So maybe he was just happy that I had a mask on and said hello.
That's not beyond reason.
Yeah, it does not sound like you're an asshole to me.
I felt a little guilty that I caught it before I paid and didn't say anything. Because I was watching the machine waiting on that other bottle to show up, which is why I had the credit card in my hand but didn't put it in the reader. Mm. And so I knew that he didn't ring it up, and I didn't say anything, and then I left with that bottle. So I guess technically I knowingly took a bottle of liquor that I didn't pay for.
Shame on you for not using Samsung Pay.
Dude, I haven't used that since I had the S8.
That's the only shame. That's the only bad part of the story I'm hearing.
Sounds like phone, me and my phone need to take a break.
Y'all been together for 2 years?
Almost, yeah.
2 years.
Yeah, me and this current Note 9 have been together almost as long as that dude and his worthless girlfriend who smokes weed and Skypes all day. I just love that every time you talk, it starts off like Robo Gabe.
That's how I tease the kids sometimes. Yeah, am I an asshole? We might as well tell our own "Am I an asshole" story, because I got one. I often tell the kids that like when I get older, I'm gonna put my brain in a robot body, and that really bugs them. And then I start pretending to be a robot, like the robot daddy.
They are their mother's children in that regard.
Is this where your wife's fear and hatred of robots comes from?
This guy.
No, I think she hates robots separately from my desire to put my body in a. Just when I'm feeling achy or uncomfortably full or something like that, it's nice to imagine myself in a robot body that feels no pain.
Is she polluting your children's mind with anti-robot hate?
She's a robophobe.
She's a robophobe.
She passed it on to your children.
Now I got robophobic children.
You got to fight that, man.
I got another am I an asshole story.
I don't think you're an asshole. I think that's hilarious.
I think that's a parent thing.
Sometimes you want to tease your children.
It sounds like you just love your kids so much that you don't want to leave.
Right.
No. I'd like to see my great-grandchildren. And since I started late in the game of having kids, statistically, it doesn't seem likely unless I download my consciousness into a cybernetic body.
I got to watch Upload on Amazon.
I mean, like, you did start later, but, like, you're the anomaly. Don't most Puerto Ricans have their grandkids by 40?
Yeah, pretty much. I got plenty of relatives that are like in their 40s and with their grandchildren.
Well, go on. Why would you be the asshole in this next situation?
In the next situation, at our house we've started a weekly tradition of going for a Sunday drive, Sunday ice cream drive where we get ice cream on Sunday. Pun. And we go to a local ice cream spot, and they need to be tipped, but I don't feel like tipping's charity. You tip and you want to, how you charity is supposed to be anonymous.
Charity starts at home.
Yeah, but tipping you're supposed to be seen doing, so you get credit for it.
What?
So like I pull out my cash to put it in a tip jar, but they got their back to me, so I'm holding it up, waiting for them to turn around to see me put the tip in the tip jar. My wife's like, just put it in there. Just tip them already. You don't need to be seen tipping. They're like, no, tipping and charity are different. You're not supposed to be tipping in charity. You're supposed to be seen tipping.
Maybe what you should have done is done the Chappelle from Half Baked, where you go and put the tip in the jar and you come out with more money.
Oh my God.
I don't feel like stealing.
Sorry. No, don't do that.
I'm just saying, it's an option that's on the table.
For assholes.
Oh my God.
Well, he's asking us if we...
Okay, so needing to be seen tipping, I feel, is an asshole move. Sorry.
No,
I was prepared for it.
My opinion. Just my opinion as a person who has worked in a
when you're at a gentleman's club, you have to be seen when you're tipping.
Is this how you start your spin-off, The Puerto Rican Who Tips?
You got to dance around and wave your dollar first before you can tip, so that make sure everybody sees how generous you are.
Yeah, I think in this instance,
everybody has to see it.
I think he specifically wants the people he is tipping to see the tips, so they recognize that they have been tipped for their service.
Do they sing?
It's a good feeling. I'm trying to give them a good feeling.
Hold on, though. Did you tip before they gave you the product or after?
After I paid.
So you hadn't even gotten anything yet. You preemptively tipped. Because if you wait for them to bring you the ice cream, then you're guaranteeing you get the product right, and you don't have to worry about them seeing you tipping because they're there handing you it. So you can kill two birds, checking the items and getting seen.
That's the move. You got a new way of doing business, man.
That's an acceptable move. Okay, I'll allow it.
That's because bro.
It's a drive up place. It's all right, fine for the local people. It's East Coast custard.
Quite.
Mm-hmm. And you know how the tip container is like below the window, so they can't see that there's new money in the window after you leave. So I want to be the one. I don't want some other person getting credit for my tip.
Nobody gets credits for tips.
I think
in the tip bucket game, it's just it's a kind of a community kind of situation. It's communal tipping. You feel me? But I do hear you for wanting. I get it. You want your credit, but also Box is dead on. Don't be giving them no extra unless they've done right by you. What if they give you a shitty ass cone?
What?
I'm saying you tip for tipping's sake. What you tip for, you tip for, you know what I'm saying? You hitting them up with some extra, right? That's the on top of whatever you gave them already.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't immediately just put money in a bucket because you've completed a transaction. That's uncool. Because if they fucking up, you have given them extra money to fuck up.
Wait, are you saying don't tip if they fuck up your ice cream?
No, I'm not saying. Well, actually, kind of. I guess I'm saying. What I'm saying is, don't tip preemptively. You know what I'm saying?
I always tip preemptively.
Oh, see, I'm a tipper and I'm a big time and have been for years, but that's because I think people are racist and would think black folk don't tip. That's my own fucked up head. That's my own issues. So I am a tipper, but I would hate to have like in this situation have given these people, let's say, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a generous tipper. So if I would hate to have slipped these people 25%, and then they turn around and give me just some jacked up, it's a banana up in my shit. You know I don't fuck with bananas, people. It'd be real upsetting. You're like,
or any other yellow food.
That's just lies. That's just that you ain't gonna be slandering me.
Yeah, like what if the order comes out all wrong and it's all in disarray, shit's all over the place? Like you tipped and like they didn't deserve it.
Okay, so
no, I always tip. I don't care.
Well, I'm not saying that I wouldn't tip,
but I'm jobs where I lived on those tips.
No, I'm not saying that I wouldn't tip, but you might go from $8 to $2.
So this is a new business that we can start. You know how they got like on the dollar bills, like where's my dollar bill bin.com?
Yeah.
So
gotta get one of those.
Yeah, you stamp it and I gave you this tip.com. And then you write your name on the dollar like, hey, this is who gave it to you.
But then you got to go through registering your money on I think that was the problem with where'sgeorge.com is what that site was, is that you had to go through, type in a whole goddamn serial number, And like at that point, you were saying like,
well, we have scan technology now. You can just scan it with your cell phone.
Yeah, there you go. There we go.
Oh, so we apping now.
Yeah,
I mean, what else would it be?
Your ass around, man.
That's literally what I said,
sir. You ain't mentioned nothing about the camera tech. Nothing at all.
I said it was an app, and not an appetizer.
Delicious.
I mean, but at the end of the day, nobody's going out anymore, so we're dead in the water already.
Yeah, I'm already like, what? You went and got ice cream? What are you trying to do? Kill your family?
Right?
It's a drive-through and it's very safe, and they got math.
He really wants to try out this robot body, is what it comes down to.
It's like, if you want to know why you're the asshole in this situation, that was it.
Because you went out.
Because you went outside.
That's once a week, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah,
I'm not serious.
It's fine. I explained to my kids the other day why RoboCop ate baby food. They were really interested in that.
What?
Could you tell me why RoboCop ate baby food?
Yeah, me too.
I mean, so from the beginning, RoboCop was this dude named Murphy who got shot up by Clarence Barker and
Boddicker, Clarence Boddicker. I remember that name.
Hey, who's telling this story? You or me? Anyway, as me and my partner explained it, RoboCop ate baby food because he was no longer all human and he had a sensitive tummy.
Oh.
I thought you was gonna flip it and be like, because he was new to the world and therefore but a babe himself and thusly having to eat some Gerber.
Maybe they'll shoot you in the dick.
As my son, I would tell my son in the morning that T said that, and he would be tickled by that. Or as he said, Daddy's friend T.
Daddy's friend.
No, Daddy's cookie friend.
Yeah, there you go. I like that title. I'm the cookie friend.
New title, aka Daddy's cookie friend.
Side note, I didn't know RoboCop ate baby food.
Oh, in the first movie, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also, did you know he shot dicks, though?
What?
Did you know he shot dicks, though?
Honestly, I think maybe I've seen RoboCop half of one time.
You know what? Where can I push leave this conversation?
I'll just mute myself. It's okay.
No, it's all right. RoboCop is probably the first one. Is probably the greatest movie of all time.
It really is. It is one of the greatest satirical films ever made. It really is.
And it's kind of funny. The second RoboCop actually had a black suit, and I don't like the black one. That's kind of funny.
So that yeah.
It's bleak though.
RoboCop is going to be in the new DLC for Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh wow! I think I need to buy Mortal Kombat 11. It's nothing I love more than RoboCop. I refuse to watch that second movie. I love it so much. Okay, I love Teen Wolf and I love RoboCop.
Hey. God, and Peter Weller's coming back to do the voice of RoboCop in that game.
That's the name of RoboCop? Peter Weller?
The actor who played RoboCop is Peter Weller.
Yeah, I was watching a movie with him not too long ago. I was like, man, this dude sucks. I wonder it's like certain people, you just wonder how the fuck they got that role to play. Like RoboCop, man, that movie is so good. Like, it's so many. Like, RoboCop is the worst part of that movie. Like, everybody else is so great.
Did you like him in Sons of Anarchy?
I didn't finish Sons of Anarchy. That show just like I usually complete everything I watch, and I didn't finish that.
All right. He was in Sons of Anarchy.
What season?
God, I think it was the second to last and the last one.
Yeah, I didn't get that far. Like, once they started they had the Shakespearean talking black biker gang, I was just like, nah, I'm all right, man.
He was also in a season of 24 back in the day.
I never watched 24 either.
I love a Cali Cat just as like, I'm on the scene.
I've kicked her out of here like 6 times and she keeps coming around.
Nope. She likes to be on camera.
And the funny part is, like, you got your blanket on like a toga.
Oh.
And it's like you sitting there like a king with the cats all around and.
Like, no lie, I've literally kicked her out of here like 6 times since we started recording, and she goes like right now. She went and she's sitting on my recumbent bike seat. She goes stare at me for like 10 minutes. Then she's gonna wait until I'm not paying attention, and then she's gonna come over here and try and hop up here again. She's gonna keep repeating the cycle.
She's adorable. She's like 17 years old. You leave that woman alone.
She's like 14 or 15.
I feel like you warned her that on Thursday nights that you were going to have a meeting, and she keep on coming in here. You told her already when she's bored. I mean,
and I'm ready to get rid of this bitch.
You know what? I feel like you've been with her for this long. I think you guys should give it a little break and then come back to it.
I tried to get her away last week.
In defense of that girl, I should have thought of this earlier. Smoking weed makes you lose. It's not great for your memory. She might have forgotten that he had a meeting. I mean, she gets high like that girl from Jackie Brown.
I like how the robotic noise made you go like Jackie Brown.
Or I am shutting down.
Oh yeah. My God. It's
it gave it this hip vibe to it. Brown.
It's Bridget Fonda.
Mm-hmm.
Her life. So give it up to Bridget Fonda and Jackie Brown.
One of her last movies. She retired from movies a while ago.
Really? I didn't know she retired from the game. I just figured, how Hollywood worked. She got, 2 days past, 35, and it was like, all right, no more for her. Thank you.
Come back when you want to do a Golden Girls reboot.
Yeah, pretty much.
I watched the new Shaft movie last week. Does that count for my street cred?
Now, is this the one with where Shaft has a son?
Yes.
Okay. How was that, in your opinion?
It was as campy as you would expect.
Did you watch the Samuel L. Jackson Shaft movie that came before this one?
No.
Okay.
Jeffrey Wright playing a Puerto Rican.
Jeffrey Wright can play. If y'all can have Al Pacino play, I can't really say y'all, but
I had nothing to do with that. What the fuck?
How about if they will throw quotes around it?
Yeah, I was listening to an episode of WTF the other day, and they were saying Mark Maron had seen a play that Al Pacino was in, like right around the time that he had just got finished doing Scarface. He was like, I swear he couldn't drop that Cuban accent during that play.
Are these Michael B. Jordan rumors real, or is this false? I saw rumors today that Michael B. Jordan was going to reprise, or he's going to take over Al Pacino's role in the Scarface remake.
Ooh.
I didn't hear that, but I heard about the Coen brothers shooting it, so anything's possible.
All right. Your thoughts on that, Rachel? You seemed excited.
She said, "Ooh."
I can see him in the role, and I think he would be awesome because I like him.
I do like Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I feel
not
like,
just because he's pretty.
Yeah, he's showing acting chops ever since the show we talked about earlier, The Wire.
I just worry that it'll open up the discussion again of people that aren't of the character's race taking over the roles.
I mean, the first Scarface was Italian, and then he was Cuban. Whatever.
It was
Isn't
a Scarface
it like
movie
a fictional
before that.
story?
It is.
Oh wait, no, it's
No, there was a Scarface Al Capone, but that's never what I don't believe any of the Scarface movies were about him. So,
I mean, Michael B. Jordan plays a really good bad guy.
yes, he does.
So I would like to see more of it.
Yeah,
I just want to see him on the screen more because he's nice to look at.
As soon as it comes out, you can just watch it for $20 at home, so you'll be all right. You can just. That's how things are going.
We're never going to the movie theater again. Did y'all see that there's talk that Amazon might buy AMC? Because AMC is just like teetering on the edge right now.
Poor AMC.
Yeah, maybe have a 6 month cushion.
Right?
Now, hey, wait a minute. Now, what am I going to do with my daughter's gift card?
You'll be able to use them at the new Amazon movie club.
Better.
I feel like if they've been together for 2 years and it's just been running its course anyway. So what can you do?
This is the whole thing we talked about on the previous show, where I talked about the interview the guy did on CNN, where he's like, just let them fucking go under. Someone will absorb them. It ain't like all the movie theaters are suddenly gonna not exist. Someone will buy them. They'll absorb their rewards club. You'll use their gift card there. It'll just change names. The people who fucked over that company will be gone. Somebody else will own it, and it'll still be around. Maybe it'll become a Magic Johnson theater. Who knows?
Big old Magic Johnson.
What has he done?
Some of y'all got that joke, and if you did, you laughing right now. I feel you.
That Johnson was magic.
Oh, that's like the best name, right? It's like that joke wrote itself. It's like,
I wonder how old. How old was he when he like somebody just gave him that name.
Well, he's like on the playground, and he's like, okay, what's your name? He's like, Irvin. Nah, fuck that. You magic.
But my name is Johnson. It won't go together. Oh, it wrote itself.
Give it time. Your day will come.
Like Donald Glover said, he didn't realize till he was older that his name was shortened to Don Glover.
Oh my God, the Don Glover. I have been watching. What the fuck is the name of the show that just left my mind? The Amazon show. No. Fuck. And they're like, Upload. And it's made by the guy who made My Name is Earl. And as soon as I saw his name pop on the screen, I was like, yep, that is certainly your cadence. And that's on Amazon. And I've watched like 4 episodes of it. And it is really fantastic. Kind of a satire of technology and the way we're all going. And it's really, really good. And I don't even want to tell you what happens in it because it's such an interesting concept. So I would tell you if you got Prime Video to go give Upload a look because it's very interesting. I guess because the advertising put this out there. It's yet another show on Amazon about the afterlife, and I just like that show with Maya Rudolph and my man from Saturday Night Live. I can't think. Not Saturday Night Live. Was he on Saturday Night Live?
Yep.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Fred Armisen. Also on Amazon.
Portlandia?
No. He has a show on Amazon with Maya Rudolph, and where they both died. They were a married couple that died, and so they are in the afterlife together. It's a very interesting show. Like I said, so again, this is another show about the afterlife that's on Amazon Prime. I don't know what's going on there. Who's approving these shows? But
that show, the way they set it up is pretty great because they don't die at the same time, and it's pretty good. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a pretty good show.
I wish I could remember the title of that. But Upload, like I said, Upload is kind of new. It just started here at the beginning. What'd you say?
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights?
No, he's cracking it. Well, yes, but Upload just came out here at the beginning of May, and like I said, it's very.
So what happens in a situation like the guy at the beginning of the asshole stories where he dies and he has multiple wives? Do him and his wives link up in the afterlife? Does one of the wives have afterlife first lien?
It's till death do you part.
And then you're parted because you're dead.
But as it turns out, in that, like I said, in that Amazon show, it is not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, or like a Mormon,
But as it turns out, when they got to the other side, they could go their separate ways if they were so inclined. So,
man, could you imagine
it's called Forever,
and you go to the other side, and you link up with someone that you loved earlier in your life that it didn't work out, and you find in the afterlife things are chill. Then a year later, after you've been happy in the afterlife, your wife comes and just fucking ruins it for you.
I mean, but that was much happened in that show. like stuff like that happened. Like you could have been a writer on that show.
Yeah, but also that's kind of the philosophical conundrum that was Endgame. Or no, well, I guess, yeah. Well, what the after effects? So I guess maybe Spider-Man: Far From Home. What do you do when 5 years have passed and everybody pops back up? You know what I'm saying? And like, what if in those 5 years you've moved on? You know what I'm saying?
Your little brother is now your big brother.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So these are the philosophical questions that come into one's mind. You know.
I can't believe Maya and Marty was in 2016. Wow.
Oh, that little whatever variety show they did on NBC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's all good. Gabriel, what's popping in your neck of the woods besides of going out for ice cream and of course robotics?
Well, not much to tell. I've been binge watching Community. I got to season 4, where they well, I don't know. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But is that what you mean? Like you didn't like what they did with Donald Glover?
I thought that was season 5. They did that with Donald Glover.
Oh no, not that he left the show, but that they paired him with a certain person.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Oh okay.
What I'm talking about happens next season.
Oh okay. Well then I'm still set to be disappointed.
Disappointed.
And playing the hell out of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I would like to play that game soon.
I highly recommend it. I recommended it to a friend who probably won't like it, but I recommended it anyway.
Yeah, I earlier recommended that someone watch RoboCop on this podcast, but you can't have it all.
You talking about me?
Well, which half of the movie did you like? I mean, did you watch, Rachel? The first half?
I think it was on TV back in the 90s or something, and I don't do
TV
commercial
or was it
movies.
on cable? See,
TV.
that's the thing. Yeah,
like the 8 o'clock movie or whatever on whatever channel.
Oh, okay.
Now, that's not going to work because you have to see the movie first and then appreciate it in order for you to appreciate it on TV. Now, have you ever seen House Party before?
With Kid and Play?
With Kid and Play, yes.
Long time ago.
Okay, so if you've seen the movie House Party, it's like a lot of cussing and stuff in it.
Right.
So when these to come on USA, they of course can't have the cussing and stuff.
Right.
And it was hilarious. We're like, oh, you mother lover, you Mickey Ficky. Now that's really, really good. But with
do I smell sissy?
Yeah, I smell sissies. Yeah. So yeah, it's funny. Like like one of Gabe's favorites. Like when they used to do Scarface on USA at night, and they have to come up with different ways to cuss.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of cussing in the Scarface.
This town's just one big orange waiting to get sucked. Or my favorite, this town's just one big chicken waiting to get plucked.
Yes. Yeah, that's one of the things on I think the Scarface DVD that came out in 2000. They have a whole section dedicated to that. Man, DVDs used to be incredible.
Bro, when we was collecting hard, it was because they were so well made with so many dope extra features.
Yeah, that was a whole special feature dedicated to the clean dub version of Scarface. Just saying all the different things they said.
One of my favorite dubs is from Who's the Man? The TV version has Ed Lover yell, "Mother liar!" You could have done so much better. But
what's crazy about that? That's one of the many things kids will never understand because they're able to cuss like regular on movies now that come on cable.
And I've seen a couple of shits slide by on network TV as well. So
yeah. The first time I heard shit on TV was the episode that the dude died on ER.
Oh man, jeez Louise! Every time I think about that episode when Dr. Green died, I am immediately just almost ready to tear up again. That's one of the first things I remember tearing up to, TV style, and that was before I had kids. So that just really just almost just took your boy out. You know what I'm saying? Ever since kids, of course, I've been like super sensitive to stuff. You know what I'm saying? The teary-eyed dude, whatever. But that was well before I had children, man. That when Dr. Green died of cancer, bruh. And they played Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Yeah, the Hawaiian version.
Yeah. Cash, dog. I don't even like thinking about it because it kind of get up in my crawl. So, man,
don't let it get dusty in the room.
Real for real.
I felt like that when Dr. Cox's brother died on Scrubs.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that hit me so hard. And then the next episode, oh man, it was a good show for the first few seasons. The last one was trash.
Oh yeah, when it was I say that show ended when they ended it on NBC, and like there was like they showed JD walking out the hospital the last time. And he was looking at, and they were like projecting his life basically on the side of the hospital. That is where that show ended for me. But of course, ABC made the show, and they were like, "Well, fuck it, we can keep doing some more." And so they tried to make Scrubs keep going. I was like, "Bruh, that show was done already."
And they had new people on there, and the blonde doctor was like a private practice, and I was like, "This is stupid." I couldn't. No,
could not care. The what's called the one guy the hospital
custodian?
No, the other guy, the old guy,
like the HR dude,
the lawyer, HR guy. Yeah,
he was hilarious.
Yeah, he just passed away like last week.
Yep.
I thought it was the janitor that died. Oh no, it was him that died.
Yeah. That messed me up.
He always had his hair all crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think I want to say it was something like I don't know. He was older than one would have thought. So I was like, well. A long life then, was lived.
Just like Jerry Stiller. Like, I didn't know he was that old.
Yeah, 92, man.
Really? He was 92?
Yeah,
he held on.
Yeah, and he outlived his wife by many a year. You know what I'm saying? She passed away so long ago. So that was also relatively wild. I was just watching some Deezus and Mero and they argue, Deezus argue that the King of Queens was more representative of New York than Seinfeld, thus making the King of Queens a better show than Seinfeld, and it also had Jerry Stiller on it. And I was like, oh, I hadn't considered that. And apparently there's an episode about the Puerto Rican Day Parade of Seinfeld that they talk about. I was like,
oh yeah, Kramer set the Puerto Rican flag on fire, and Puerto Ricans got mad.
Yeah, so
wait, Kramer was racist on the show too?
It's probably his idea. He pitched it. He set it on fire on accident, but Michael Richardson, they had to do. Kept laughing.
I feel like this might be an unpopular opinion, but the King of Queens theme song is better. My eyes are getting weary. My back is getting tighter.
I like that show better.
Yeah. It was a really good show.
Like I said, my man,
more black people on that show.
That's exactly what he said. He goes, "It's more representative of life in New York than Seinfeld ever was." And like I was like, you know what? I see your point. And so
Kevin James is a delight.
He is. I'm always surprised by him. He's always better than expected.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I would hang out with I wouldn't hang out with Jerry. I wouldn't hang out with none of them except for Lane.
Yeah. She's good people. She's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
I wouldn't hang out with Leah Remini though.
I loved her since she was like on Paper Dolls back in the day on the spinoff from Who's the Boss.
I used to like her on Saved by the Bell, but at the same time, it's like when you're little, and you always love like a tough lady from New York. You always love that. A woman with a leather jacket is just something about it.
Yes, I noticed. You're the worst ninja ever. Sorry. All right, I love you. Goodbye and good night. See, this is what it is. This is what a relationship starts. All right, Rachel, the floor is yours. Anything you want to talk about, whatever you want to talk about, throw it out there. Share it with the world. Share it with us. Let's go. Let's make up something. Do it.
No pressure.
Don't worry, I'll edit around it.
You'll edit out all my ums?
I'll make it sound so clean and professional.
Do I have any kind of guidelines here?
Nope,
like, can I talk about my quarantine shopping problem?
Then that is where we began. Rachel, tell us about your quarantine shopping problem.
Well, Old Navy has been having some awesome sales and sending me emails, and I fell in love with the jumpsuit that I got. So I bought 2 more jumpsuits, and I also got a dress, and I got some shoes, and I got some pajama shorts, and I'm spending way too much money, and it's ridiculous. I gotta stop.
They send so many different emails every day. And everything is 50% off every day. And then it's 50% off or 20% off every day. It's something every day with their sales.
And I'm getting Old Navy cash. And I also have this Rakuten or Ebates where I earn a percentage of cash back if I shop through certain stores, and Old Navy gives me 2%. So that's my rationale.
You're saving money by spending it.
Yes, this jumpsuit was $12, man. $12. I had to get it, and then they fit so well. It's the first time I wore a jumpsuit where it didn't feel like a potato.
And they changed it, their business model as far as the cash goes, because before, when you got the Gap or Old Navy cash, you could not spend it with any sale. You had to do either or, and since they're losing business, they're letting you do both. And I'm a pretty big fan of the Gap clothing, and they're doing way worse than Old Navy. So their stuff has been even cheaper, and it's just been I haven't. I mean, since I'm not, going to the office, I haven't bought anything. But damn, I've been thinking about it.
I have no reason to be buying clothes, honestly. At the liquor store, I wear jeans and a t-shirt. And, wearing a cute jumpsuit is just inviting these really gross, older, regular customers to flirt with me. And that's a no thank you. Especially the one who's wearing the Trump 2020 hat. I don't really need, to give them a reason to talk to me further.
Yeah, but you just said jeans and a t-shirt. That's what they're known for, like incredible jeans and incredible t-shirts.
I got a jacket from there too. A jean jacket.
Jean jackets are a must.
I know, and they go with everything. And then I've got the white girl uniform of jean jacket and jean pants and a white t-shirt. And
all you need is some of those Old Navy earrings. You should just go for it.
I should. I haven't looked at the jewelry section.
so much.
Thank you for enabling my shopping. I'll tell Matt.
I truly feel like right now in this kind of end of the world scenario we are all within, every so often, a little something for yourself, just a little something for a little something for the house.
Well, also the end of the world fashion is why I'm wearing these kitty ear headbands every day. And I get compliments. People love my kitty ears. I said, thank you.
There you go. See, I have a.
Who cares? I'm almost 40.
and because there has been a puzzle on my coffee table for some weeks now, I have a large stack of records. I know these two things don't seem to make sense, but what it is we film my record unboxings on the coffee table because the coffee table has been otherwise occupied. I have a large stack of records that have been that has just continued to grow, including one that there's also one more on the way that I literally forgot I ordered. Because that's the thing, records, you pre-order the motherfuckers, and they just like, you forget that you pre-ordered something, 6 months ago, and all of a sudden it just pops up on your doorstep. So I, as a record collector, have been buying myself some treats. You know what I'm saying? I caught myself a record, but at the same time, all my bills is paid. Credit card is almost paid off. As Box and I discussed, I made sure to throw some more on that, sir. So that's almost fully paid off now. So based on your guidance. And so it's not like I'm not doing right. And so I feel like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Just a little something for the house. Cop yourself a record. I got my son bearings for his skateboard. He wanted new bearings for his skateboard. And they arrived today, and he demonstrated to me the quality of these bearings. And I got to tell you, I was a bit impressed. And I felt good that he chose these bearings. And so it's like, it's good. It's okay. I think it's okay that you are copying a nice, cute outfit every now and again. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I have
feel
a
good
friend.
about it.
I have a friend of mine who I talked to on the phone the other day, and he was saying like how just part of his sanity every day is still getting dressed, and like I have a fair amount of shoes. I can honestly say my friend has every shoe I can imagine. Like he has it, and so he gets up. He still like lives his regular life. He takes a picture of his shoes and his outfits and stuff every day because he doesn't want to be tied down to like, yes, he's, stays in the house, but like when he's running errands for his kids or his wife, he still wants to feel regular. So keep living. Don't stop.
I get up every morning and I get dressed like I'm going into the office. And I know that seems strange, except for I don't put on socks and shoes. So like literally I can't reach behind me and grab my socks because I must have put them up somewhere. But like they're over there. I will grab a pair of socks and put them on the table behind me so they're ready to, if I need to put some socks on and my shoes and go somewhere. But I dress for the office every day. So a collared shirt and so forth every single day, and it's just for my sanity. Like on Fridays, I rock just a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? I do. You know what I'm saying? A little further than what would have been casual Friday in the office because we really weren't supposed to rock tees. You know what I'm saying? But I do in my office. That's casual Friday. I rock a t-shirt. But yes, I am one of those guys who I get dressed for the office, and it has made one. It keeps me sharp in that's what I know. I know I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So one day at some point they're gonna try to force my hand and make me come back to that office. So I like to be mentally prepared for that to go down, and you know what I'm saying, not have to be like, man, I've been wearing sweats this whole time. I mean, if you've been wearing sweats, dope. It just ain't for your boy. You know what I'm saying? I do rock jeans around my house, and I'm comfortable in them shits, and that's just what it is. So it's like I get it. That may seem weird to some people, but I do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. So I'm with your man's on that regard. You know what I'm saying? He dresses for the day, and as do I. So.
Hey, I wanna circle back to shoes just real quick as a side note. My kid's birthday is coming up, and he's really into sports, and he asked for Kobe shoes.
Okay.
How expensive are those?
Well, at this point in time, they're very hard to find and very expensive.
Oh, well, that's not going to be his birthday present then.
Well, it depends. What size shoe does he wear?
I think he's like a 6
and men?
Something. Yeah, I think so. He's got some pretty big feet.
Well, 6. He's 12, probably a 6 and a. Like Kobe's generally start like a 6.5. But I mean, like it really depends on what Kobe he wants. Like, everybody knows that Kobe recently passed, so
right.
it's a different game now. Kobe's used to be like a Marshalls, like you could always see a pair of Kobe's at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. But now, I mean, you see, like honestly, I don't have are the Marshalls closed there?
There's Kohl's here.
I mean, are they closed? Because they shut them down here.
I don't even think there's a Marshalls local to me. I live in BFE. What about LeBron? LeBron has shoes too, right? That was another one you mentioned. Would they be easier to find and less?
They're easier to find, not less expensive. But there's a loophole to the LeBron. See if you can find a pair of LeBron soldiers.
Soldiers. Okay.
Yeah. They're like technically LeBrons, but they're much cheaper, easier to find, more just like the Kobe's are a very functional shoe. They're just really for basketball. They're not really a fashion forward shoe. They're just for playing basketball pretty much. So good luck. I don't
want to do like my mom did and get like when she got me the 4-stripe Payless instead of 3-stripe Adidas, which I never wore. So I want to do something like that.
Google has come a long way when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, just Google it, and then at the bottom, like where they ask you about the product, just put track the product, and you'll know whenever it goes up and down.
Okay.
So
his birthday's in June, so
June's right around the corner.
What's that?
So yeah, June's right around the corner. Like me and my son's birthday is in June, so he's in good company.
Mine too. Mine's June 2nd.
Congratulations! Are you? You're a Gemini.
Yep, smack in the middle.
I don't believe in that stuff.
I'm Gemini on my regular sign and apparently my moon sign. So I'm Gemini.
What's the difference between the moon sign?
The moon sign is based on the time of day that you were born and your location, like where you were born. And I had to ask my mom, like, what time, and she remembered. And I'm like, wow, I feel like a bad mom. So I don't remember. She's like, do you remember because you're my firstborn baby. I'm like, oh God, thanks, Mom.
Do you just remember a general time of day? Was it daylight or dark when you had your first?
The first one, it was the middle of the night, and the second one, it was daytime.
See, so you kind of got an idea.
An idea.
That shit should count for something. I don't hear none of it.
Thank you.
Goodness gracious. All right, I think we've covered everybody. I'm saying, Gabe with his tale of going to get ice cream
and being a robot illicitly.
Sounding like a robot while telling the story of being a robot.
Daniel's free liquor.
Are you going to pour it on anybody?
And are you clear? Have you shared your any tales of tales?
I think we finished the Chipotle story pretty good, and if we didn't, then send us some feedback.
Speaking of feedback, let me go dig.
Should Anthony become a food thief?
Let me go. I gotta go over my my Twitter allotment for the day right here to do this. But
your own personal Twitter allotment?
Yeah, I only give myself 2 hours a day of social media on my phone.
Well, you could just take it off for tomorrow because it's almost midnight. So,
one of our listeners, William Jackson Kent, was like, his first response was like, "I am really missing buffets." And I would also often listen to the show at this nice little Chinese buffet.
Oh, wow.
And my response to him was there has to be a way to do a clean buffet. Like, that's $1 million idea waiting to happen. And then he was said, I'm sure our people are on it. He said, I'm sure our top people are on it. Got to get back to the spread at Seneca Niagara, which means he must be in our general, our general travel area, because Seneca Niagara is on the way to Niagara Falls, and just in general the way we go when we head up to Canada, and Chalfie was just asking about Seth's Karen video. You know what I'm saying? Because he discussed that when he was on the show. But he also was talking about Box's because he said I thought I heard Box mention Bone Thugs. I got a remix out that I want to share with y'all. So there's a remix of a Bone Thugs song that Chalfie sent me that I will copy the link and send to the group right now that he wanted Box to hear. So just like I said, not a ton of gracious, great feedback. Just a conversation and the like Box that people were like. I guess people that is like, hey, people are listening. You know what I'm saying? And so I dig that. I don't know. I don't know Mr. Jackson Kent like that, but he fucks with us and he follows us, and I think that's pretty dope, sir. So I dig that, and shouts out to you for the listening support. I also just for those few people who listen on Google Play, Google's doing some shuffling of their applications. Google Music is going away. Google Play Podcast is going away. They're changing the service over. They're going to be just YouTube Music is what their music service is going to be going forward, which kind of sucks. The only reason at this point, the reason I pay for Google Music is because I get YouTube Premium for that. That's they toss that in, and that means I don't get commercials on YouTube, which is like the greatest thing ever. But what's also dope about Google Music is it lets you connect your music, like the music you have on your computer, I can listen to on the Google Play app, the Google Music app, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that goes away with YouTube Music, which stinks because I have like thousands of songs that I just had for years that just aren't available everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like LP's first solo album just went up on streaming services today. For the first time ever. So it's like I have tons of music and tons of old mixtapes and stuff like that. So I'm kind of upset that we're going to lose Google Music here soon. But just like I said, for anybody who listens to the show on Google Play Podcast, that service is being sunset, and they're going to have a new podcast service. I forgot what they call it. I think they just call it Google Podcast or something to that effect. But that email came today, and I had to do whatever needed to be done to move the show over to the new service. Let me see if I can tell you what it's actually called. Google Podcast Manager is what it's going to be going forward, I believe. So that's just some housekeeping. But before we start to wrap it up, Rachel, tell the folk about yourself and what you want them to know and how they can get down with what you do if you are so inclined.
Well, what I actually do is I'm a cashier at a liquor store. I don't have a podcast anymore. My Twitter handle is at Getoffmyplanet. So if you like what you heard here, follow me. I usually follow back if you don't look like a spam bot or an asshole. So that's it.
See how easy that is? So that being that, standard housekeeping applies. Please rate, review, subscribe wherever possible. Go follow the YouTube page. We just unlocked a PodCast Vinyl edition of the episode the patrons got last month is now free for everyone to listen to. Patrons, don't worry, I got you. By the time you hear this, you would have gotten a nice little We Tried as well as another PodCast Vinyl edition. So don't worry, you got stuff coming. I just have to post it, and it's been a time. So, but it's on its way. So worry not, my folk. Yeah, I think that's everything. You know what? That's what we do out here, folks. You know how we get down. As always, I'm joined by Tatum216.
Yep.
I mean, Lunchbox 2099. Hey. who manages to always come with something new every week. So I want you to listen to that closely and be like, oh shit, I gotta respect the hell out of his work because it's dope. My man, the real ODP.
President accounted for.
I am the internet's Tayrell713. You have just been podcast student. I know you loved it.
He's going to put his brain on a cloud.
Peace.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.